Hello everybody. Took a while to get this project completed, but this is a video about a Pycnodont. It's two sides, both sides are in many pieces. In fact, here it is. I don't know if you can see that or not. That was in 7 pieces. I don't know if you can see that or not. But lots of crack repair, even a corner rebuild, all kinds of stuff. But here's a video showing you everything I did to fix and repair those so that it looks as nice as it does. I'm not 100% happy with it, but close enough. I did the best I could. Anyways, enjoy the video. Okay. These glued together, these two glued together. I'm now going to put this piece in this corner, which goes right here. I put this piece right here. I've already dry fitted these, so all I gotta do is glue them and clamp them. And then I'll still have, what, 2 more pieces, 3 more pieces? Can't remember now. Anyways, it's all a process. Okay, 2 more glue ups. Now that's got to wait for 24 hours. I don't know if I'll come out here tomorrow. It's supposed to be pretty cold, so we'll see. Anyways, I'm a little farther along than I was yesterday. Now I'll show you the next problem I have ran into. It's always something. This is a new one though. This piece here, I realized they've glued together from 4 different pieces. When I tried to put it back on there, I realized it didn't fit that good. So I took off some rock here, some of these little joints, and even some here. But, as good as I can get that, you can see it has a wobble to it. It's freaking crooked. They glued it together. Always something. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bunch of glue down there, clamp one side, and then clamp down the other side, and wherever it breaks, but I want a better fit than that, if possible. That's just terrible. Jesus. Anyways, I put a little pencil mark here because this piece of rock is over here. I'm going to hopefully take that off. I don't know if you can see that over there or not. And hopefully transfer it over to here. And maybe even this piece. I don't know if that's going to come off or not. But you can see there's rock missing here. And there's rock missing here. Anyways, wish me luck on this glue job. Okay, that's not perfect, but there was a big 1/8 inch of a gap right here. Well, maybe not 1/8 of an inch, but pretty much. And I've made that less, so if nothing else, I did it a little better than it was. I heard something crack, but I can't see it, so it shouldn't be too bad. I always seem to be waiting for glue to dry. Okay, here's my lines, even though they don't match up, but that's where I drawn them. Being that this rock didn't split very nice here, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but here's my super jack, and here goes nothing. Very nerve-wracking. Oh, well, that's part of it. As you can see, part of it, and it came right on up. So, my next plan of attack, I hate to attack from the inside. Because it leaves mark in the rock. Find my rock. So, ideally it should be one piece, but it's going to be 3 pieces. Just to show you, got a very sore shoulder. If I take this piece, this goes right here. Those will go right there. That'll fill in that spot a little bit. So, now for the other side, which I really don't know if it's going to work. And here's this piece, which came off in several pieces. But, I'll clean that up a bit when I'm done, before I'm done, and try to take these pieces to rebuild this empty spot here. So I'll just do the best I can, hope it works out good. So, the next really hard thing I'm going to do, not today, but I got to take off a piece of rock here to get that tail over to here, this tip of this tail fin. So that's going to be a scary one. Anyways, I'm going to start gluing this stuff back onto the other rock. Okay, not happy with it, but and believe me, it will not look this bad when I'm done. But I've got the 2 major pieces on there, and I've still got other pieces to add, but that's where I'm going to stop for right now. Let that cure and dry so I can play with the pieces. Get them to fit as good as I can. Anyways, that's it for day number 5. Okay, this looks pretty bad. A lot of cracks. It won't look near this bad when I'm done. Hard part is going to be what I'm going to do with this mouth area. That's going to be tough. The rest of this is just filling cracks. I'm shaping some rock to fill in this big spot here. I don't have anything for here. I don't have anything for there, so I'm going to have to see if I can find some rock. But right now, as you can see, this tip of this tail is going underneath this rock. And what I need is to take this off, hopefully in one piece. I can't see it coming off in one piece, and then gluing it onto here so this has a tip of a tail too. So I'm gonna take the camera off. I'm not going to show you this. I apologize for that, but I got to concentrate on removing this piece of rock, and I'll show you when I'm done. Please wish me luck. Okay. I spent the last 20-25 minutes getting that new camera piece of equipment right up there, so it holds the camera right up above the specimen. I thought if I'm going to do this, I might as well show you. If it works out, that's going to make for some great footage. And if it doesn't work out, it's going to show you that I'm going to show you a grown man crying. Uh-oh. Look at this. Deadly poisonous Brazilian bronzeback. Luckily it's only a female, so it's not as poisonous. But if you don't know how to handle these, don't even get near them. I kind of pet them as a pet. Anyways, see you later, poisonous Brazilian bronzeback. Okay, enough playtime. Here goes nothing. I'm going to use the this chisel on the big jack and see what happens. Jeez, it's going to be scary. Well, that's not going to work. Nah, it gets dangerous. Oh no! That baby went flying. It's only a piece of it. Oh, that was easy. There's that little piece. Hold it. That's not it. Oh no. Whew. There it is. Yeah, 2 marks, but I can hide that a little bit. So I got one little piece of it. Now if I can get the other piece. Let me try to attack this from a different angle. Ah, jeez. Why I don't think ahead and there's that piece. Okay, I gotta clear all this off, see if I can find that last little teeny tiny piece. But, oh, geez, I went almost too close there. Either way, it's better than it was. A little tip there still. Jeez. I'll do that at a later date. Anyways, I gotta find that other piece. Okay, here's my pieces. I think there was a piece that's been missing, but if I have to rebuild it, I'll rebuild it. Anyways, I'm gonna glue this piece where it belongs and then fight these ones in after that glue is cured. So that little tip's gonna be a 2-step process. 3 if you count this as 1. Okay, I filled in all this crack right here. Put some lead dust on it. Not on the tail part, that's going to be a little tiny bit of acrylic work. And it took me 3 tries to get a color to go from here to there. You can still see the crack there, but it looks a heck of a lot better. Especially if you would have seen the first 2 tries. So those were horrendous. Anyways, that's all I'm doing on this fish. I'm taking this stuff slow and easy. This mouth part's going to be really tricky. This fin part's going to be real tricky. I got a still air scribe right here. Take some of this off. And I might have to do a little tiny bit of acrylic work to fix this little anal fin. I'm not sure what fin you call that. Anyways, that's it for that fish today. There's this beautiful Pycnodont. Got a lot of work though, a lot of cleanup, a lot of crack repair, a lot of stuff. And then the other side, I've also been working on, obviously. I was not happy with this glue job here on these pieces, so I just took my little tiny hammer and little tiny chisel and popped them off. Didn't know if they'd come off or not, but they did, so that's nice. But there's glue left on, so I'm going to take that off with my air scribe, and then I'm going to try and fit this. Doesn't fit perfectly, but at least it fills in that spot, which I should have done to begin with. So anyways, I'm going to air scribe this off, glue all the stuff back on, and then this is ready for well, crack repair. I have a lot of it. Jesus, get tired of that stuff sometimes. There. Used a flat chisel to scrape that glue off. Came off pretty easy actually. Now it's time to glue all this back in. I might have to do a little reshaping on that baby. Anyways, glue time. Glue and clamp. That needed a little bit of shaping. Wasn't fitting quite right. Anyways, and this is actually 2 pieces that have been glued together. Oh yeah, that fits pretty good. Okay, now I can glue. That looks pretty good. The real work on some of these fossils, and so dang many pieces, is getting them back together. Anyways, this has got a cure. And then on to the next step. Onward and forward. Here's the other side of this Pycnodont. And this little jar is 2 pieces, and I mean small pieces, that go over here somewhere to help finish up this tail fin. So let me see if I can zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. There we go. This piece I think is gone, and these two little pieces I think go right here to finish up the tip. I'd rather have the tip than this part if I had my druthers. I can rebuild this. That tip is a little harder to rebuild. Anyways, these little pieces, let me show you how small these are. That's it. They make my finger look big and fat. Anyways, I'm going to see if I can put those on today. Wish me luck. I don't like working with small stuff. But I got my Optivisor. This is my number 5. I might have to use my number 10. I don't know. Number 10, you got to be right on the fossil. Wish me luck. Okay. I gently got these into place. It took me several minutes and a couple, 3 different tries to find out exactly where these go. And then without touching them, I used my thin set. Move the light over, Ronald. And actually added the glue off to the side, and it wicked on over. And then I used the accelerator, so those aren't going anywhere now. But that was a bit tricky, and that's going to take some tricky rebuilding and stuff. Anyways, that's it for today. little bit more rock work on this slab. I've trimmed it up. I made a bad boo-boo here when I marked this. Was not paying attention to where the fish was at. Geez, that was dumb. But I got to get rid of that mark. But right now I'm going to try to fill in this little or gigantic canyon, not canyon, cave. This over here I'm just going to fill in with 2-part putty and my Leb dust. But I don't like that. And as you can see, I went through my rock box, Lebanese rock. You can see the difference in color. Very orangey, much lighter. And then I ran into this one, which I liked the lighter color, but it had this orangey blob on it, so that went out. And I found this one, light in color, light like that one. And it's going to go in just like so. I'm going to shape this rock a little bit so it sits up a little higher, and then glue that into place. And then I'm going to finish it up with 2-part putty underneath it so it looks like one solid slab of rock. So here's my little cutting wheel, diamond cutting wheel. I'm going to use the edges of this diamond blade to shape that rock. It's going to take a while so it fits really nicely in there, and then glue it, and I'll cut it later. Cut this line later. That's basically where it's going to be. Anyways, here goes nothing. Okay, I played around with that for probably, I don't know, 15 minutes at least. That's how it's going to sit. And then when that's filled in with some 2-part epoxy putty, that's going to look a lot better than that. So I left rock on the edges here just for the reason of gluing, and a little tiny piece of rock that I'm going to use for holding that in place. Then, a lot of guys don't use this, but I do. Accelerator, which, as soon as that's dry, only takes seconds. That's now not going to move. I can move this, let that cure for 24 hours. Then I'll cut that the same as the rock. Then I'll just start filling in with 2-part putty, and I'll show you how that looks. Anyways, this broken up piece of junk is looking better all the time. Two-part putty. You can see how gray it is. On the inside I've already put some powdered tan buck coloring, masonry coloring. Probably not enough, but rather have not enough. You can always add more. If you add too much, then you just have to throw the putty away. So I'm reusing the gloves I used several days ago. Why not? May not be saving much money, but it is saving money. And even that little tiny bit of tan buck, start thinking here, Ron, I'm going to add just a little teeny bit more. Doesn't take much. Keep mixing. Sometimes you have to do this 3, 4, 5, 6 times to get it right, or what you think is right, what I think is right. So the putty lasts for 20 up to 30 minutes, I guess, and it starts to get stiff. Makes it harder to use. So I didn't make enough putty to do all these, especially these massive canyons over here, but enough to get me started anyways. anyways, you can see how that comes right around to that color. So that's going to work out pretty good, I think. Anyways, this is boring as all get out. But, nope, I'm going to do a smidgen more. And when you think it's done, you think it's mixed thoroughly, do it some more. That's my, okay, that's it. Then, I take my applicator, which has got coloring on it, so I wipe that off. Don't want any more coloring in the putty. And then, it's a matter of, let me zoom in on that for you. Gonna start right there, and you just smash it in, and you smash it in pretty good because you don't want it coming out. And then the jaws are right there, which are a little messed up, but I'm going to go a little bit into the jaw. And then when it comes time to do that jaw, which is going to be nervous, I think, I'll dig out what I need and start building. All I'm doing here is just the rock, not the fish. The fish is slightly different colors. So, anyways, this is the beginning of crack filling. Takes a little bit of time, but it's the way it is. Long ways to go. Little scouring pad. A little bit of water. I always get a little nervous when I'm scrubbing around the fish because even though these are usually pretty solid, you never know when you may take a piece of bone off, and that's never a good thing. Anyways, I clean up the edges of the rock where the two-part putty is at. Going to these scouring pads leave little green specks. Don't like those, so I brush those off with a toothbrush and some water. Old toothbrush. Why not use an old toothbrush when you can? Then I'm going to take some leb dust, which is Lebanese rock, put in a mortar thing, a mortar and pestle, like grind it up into a powder. Press it into these areas. Best I can anyways. When the rock is wet, it makes your two-part putty look like you've done an absolutely lousy job because of the color difference. Once it's all dried and cured, then it doesn't look too bad. It's never perfect, but anything's better than the cracks that it leaves. Anyways, I do that to all of this stuff. So, Onward, back to work. Just mixed up another ball of putty. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but this is all I've got left for rock anyways. They're going to work on the fish. The mouth, I'll do the last part. The mouth is messed up, so that's going to take, oh heck, that could take hours to try to make that look good. Anyways, for these bigger areas, I've got a slightly bigger applicator, and I may even use this putty knife to flatten out some of them areas once the putty's in. So, back to work. It's not hard, just takes time. Better do the big ones first. Trick is to get it in every little crevice so it's not going to come out. Never had any come out yet, but you never know. Boy, that's a big spot. I may have to take, no, not yet. So once it gets wet, you can't add any more. Guess you can dry it real quick. Just gotta keep messing with it. I'll even do that edge there. Right now I'm going to take, I cleaned off my putty knife with some sandpaper, just put it on a flat surface and ran this over it and get it wet. Press. Try to follow the contour of the rock. It's not too bad. Got a little too much putty on there, and that's okay. You can always take it off. Oop, I still got color on it, dang it. Anyway, just keep playing with it till you like it. Mine's out of the gutter, folks. Okay, that looks about as messy as it can be, but it won't look nothing like that when I get it all cleaned up, get this all sanded, and it'll look pretty good. But now I gotta work on this major crack running through the fish. I'm gonna stop right here before I get to the jaws. That's what scares me. Okay, I had to rebuild all this rock here and put those two little pieces on to give me what piece of a tail. Anyways, I'm gonna color that. I'm gonna color this crack, see if I can hide that a bit. Whether I'm gonna attack this top jaw or not, I don't know. That's scary stuff. So anyways, I'm gonna get to the what I consider the easier stuff. And there they are. That's pretty much the best I can do. Get these off of here. That was a lot more work than I had anticipated, and a lot more difficult than I had anticipated. But the jaws came out not too bad. Found some more teeth with my sharpened chainsaw file. Very close. I mean, very tedious, but I found more teeth. So the jaws came out better than I had anticipated also. So these came out I'm almost happy with these. And this one I'm giving to the son, just gonna give it away. I'm gonna keep that one and hang it on the wall probably today. Anyways, not too bad. 2 more rocks out of the garage. And there you go, folks. That took a lot longer than I had anticipated, and a bit more work than I anticipated, but overall it came out pretty good. I hope you enjoyed that.